The limits of my language means the limits of my world. This is a quote from Ludwig Wittgenstein, a famous British philosopher. And yes, language and learning one is very important, but sometimes we have to admit that it is a bit boring. Imagine now, learning a language can be as addictive as scrolling through your favorite app on your phone. So, okay, here we introduce you the solution, Peramid. Now I'm sure you're curious as to who the team members of Peramid are. I'll introduce you to them now. We have Rebecca as the CEO of Peramid, Mia as the Finance Director of Peramid, and Jesslyn as the Marketing Team of Peramid, Vivian as the Software Engineer of Peramid, and I am Vanessa as the Business Development Team of Peramid. Our presentation will take around 20 minutes, and we will be discussing all about Peramid, what we are, what can we offer through branding and marketing, and then we'll do a market analysis focusing on the risks and opportunities that we can have, and we'll close with some success cases. Any questions that you might have throughout the presentation, please feel free to write them down first and then ask them later at the end of the presentation. Now think about the last time that you've learned a new language. You've memorized vocabularies, you've watched videos, maybe you even used an app. But when it comes to real conversations, you might feel a bit intimidated. Then, our language learning app, it goes beyond passive learning by focusing on authentic peer-to-peer conversations that connects people worldwide. We've built an app where learning can feel natural and social. It's sort of like having a conversation with your friends, because real fluency comes from connection. And to ensure real quality and credibility, we do not operate alone. We've partnered with over 10 language institutes across the world. This is to give our platform strong academic grounding and cultural depth. And for the launch, we've decided to do 7 different languages: English, Mandarin, Spanish, French, German, Japanese, and Korean. This is all the most in-demand languages for travel, work, and global connection. And our mission is simple. It is to authentically connect people across the globe while empowering them to learn new languages through real, human-centered interactions. And for our vision, it is to become the world's leading platform for immersive, social, and interactive language learning, where global connections break down from the cultural and linguistic barriers. We believe that language is more than just words. It is how people truly connect with each other. Okay, and this is our 3 core values. The first one is authenticity. We prioritize real human conversation over the artificial ones that you might have experienced when using a language learning app, because meaningful language learning happens between people. And second is accessibility. We designed our platform to be easy to use and globally available. We want to bridge the geographic and social boundaries so that anyone, anywhere, can connect with each other. And the third is empowerment. We give users the tools to build meaningful relationships, deepen cultural understanding, and grow with confidence in a new language. For the next part, I'll be handing over the mic to Mia, and she'll be talking about the financial condition and the projections of Peramid.
Thank you, Vanis. So, in this part, we are going to mention about our finance condition and projection. So first, let's see where money comes from and where money is spent. So, since we are currently at pre-revenue phase, so our funding resource is nearing to zero to produce our platform. So, we running to our costs are funded by a combination of fund loans and venture capital. And let's see this image, which shows factors that impact the cost of a language learning app. And further speaking, actually, it could be divided into 3 main costs. Yes, which is development, product development, user acquisition, and platform operation. And In the early stage, we will focus more on product development, which accounts for 50% of total cost. Next, please. And here we would like to show the revenue growth forecast and break-even analysis over 3 years. So first of all, as our benchmark, we are using the same industry revenue from Duolingo and Tandem. So, and also we're planning to produce revenue by premium model with providing not only free market experience, not only the paid subscription, but other premium features. So please look at this graph, and this bar chart shows the revenue growth, and the vertical line is showing our break-even analysis. So as we can see, the revenue will be increasing year by year, but especially from year to year 3, the revenue is expand significantly. And also, I wanted to see we wanted to see the relationship between revenue rates and total cost. In year 1, actually the revenue is lower than total cost, but in year 2, as more users join our service Peramid, so we will reach break-even point, and next year 3, we make bigger profit over total cost. So let us sum up our finance projection. So first, we combine Duolingo and Tandem as a benchmark sources to estimate realistic revenue growth and subscription-based monetization. And second, our cost structure is reflecting Instacraft model, which consists of app development, customer acquisition, and operation. So based on these assumptions, we are expecting our revenue growth will be reach break-even in year 2 after launching our service. So next, that's where we'll be talking about our branding.
Thank you, Mia, for your presentation. And I will explain about branding and marketing strategy. Our brand is social, motivating, and achievement-oriented. And our branding is Peramid logo represent growth, process, and social interaction, social status. So our branding Peramid logo colors contain 3 different colors that are very meaningful. That is red represent passion and achievement, orange represents friendliness and social interaction, and yellow represents energy and positivity. Because we want everyone will see our branding, they instantly thinking about progress, social interaction, and engaging learning. So in one place, our brand association is level up and connect. Next. Here is our target market. Our target market is the users from 16 to 45 years old, and both female and male can use our products, and users who seek language practice, cultural exchange, and social learning experience that can connect with people around the world through a gamified process. Here is the data, the age of composition globally that we take. As we can see, 20 to 59 years old person are more than half of the global population. If we sum up, it will be 53%. That's why we take 20 to 45 people in the world. But why did we decrease in 16? Because we believe there's a lot of students that interest in using our app to basically just to learn their new language. And next, this is our marketing strategy. First, we will use a social media campaign, for example, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, like in making a content like Instagram Reels, TikToks, and put our logo at the end of video content. And then there's also have influencer partnership collaborate with a language culture content creators, where at here we can ask the influencer to sharing their experience using their experience while using our apps to reach out more our target users. And here's our freemium model and demo pricing. Our feature actually is a free base. It's a basic access is free, but there's have some features that we still need to pay, like using a paid feature. So we have a premium features and unlock using diamonds for like opening a test or checking pets, things like that. And we also offer a bundle package for more value. And here is our product pricing. That's we already compare with a Duolingo and Tandem. So our per month fee is 399 NTD, and per year is 4,399 NTD. But if you use this product pricing, there is no limitation at all at this application. And the next, I will give it to Rebecca explain the you.
Thank you, Jesslyn. Now, let us bring all of you to a new language learning experience with Peramid. So introducing Peramid. So this is our interface experience. So first of all, you have the profile section where it shows your profile, also your streak, because I think lots of young people really like to have a streak with their friends. And then also we have our total XP. This is gain from when you are doing tasks or daily or even conversation with your friends. And also we have discover people. So you see, if there's a little hand icon, it means you want to meet and connect with the people. But if you don't want, you can just click the X. And then we have leaderboards. Why do we have leaderboards? Because in our app, we focus on gamification. So we have a gamified experience in the app where you can test your language abilities and practice it in real life using a game with your friends. And also we have the chatting area. This is also including video conversation with your friends. And maybe you notice that, oh, we use AI, but we will note that our AI is just a helping tool. So our content is a user-generated content, or UCG, that we are focusing AI on more on helping when you need help or you're maybe having a miss or confused during their language learning experience. Now, let us see where do we Peramid stand in the market. As we know that the language learning market is very big, we have applications that are mainly focused on AI, but also applications that focus on gamification. But us as a Peramid, we focus on having a real-life communication, and also we want to have a social-driven or community-driven in our users. So here we see that we have a high in real-life communication because because the users are communicating with real-life people. So in our business, we understand that there's risk and opportunities. So I will go through the opportunities first. First of all, Peramid, we are answering a growing demand of the language learning market. And also, we want to have a social impact to the users. And also, as my colleagues has mentioned before, there's not only one monetization plans. We have a monthly or also a yearly subscription plan. And also, we are lower content production. We have lower content production costs, because our content are produced from the user-generated content. And also, we have the risk that we have to notice that first of all is the quality control, because most of the content we do produce our content ourselves, but some of the content will be produced from the daily conversation that you have with your friends. And also user retention for long term, because language learning is a long-term commitment. But however, maybe some users they don't have this commitment to actually learn the language until they become eventually fluent. And lastly, big players, as we have shown before, that there are big players in the market, and they may develop because this is a software based. However, to prevent the risk, we have some mitigation plans. So content moderation means we are reviewing, we are also checking the contents itself. Because the content is UCG, we can still control the content that is being generated. And second of all is social incentives and showing visible learning progress. So we have also added the leaderboards. This can encourage users to actually keep on having progress on their learning activities. And also localization. So that's why in the market analysis we are focusing on Taiwanese market, because we believe if we want to go global, we have to have a strong foundation in our user base, and we want to focus on Taiwanese market. So I will pass to Vivian to show what our users have to say about us.
So to better understand Peramid's impact, I'll be here to share some feedback from our users. So first we have Jenny, who mentions that she used to be afraid of speaking because she didn't want to make any mistakes, but then on Peramid she saw that everyone's learning together, so eventually she felt more comfortable speaking up. Then we have Andy, who works as a overseas analyst, and she said that Peramid doesn't feel like studying, it's like meeting people from different parts of the world and slowly realizing that communication is possible. Unless we have a 16-year-old high school student who mentioned that the more that she uses Peramid, the more connected she feels. It's not only about learning and increasing your language level fluency to a certain CEFR standard, but it's more about building real connections and real relationships. And so why does Peramid matters? First, we offer authentic peer-to-peer interaction. We believe that language learning happens through interaction, not isolation. And users learn how to actually master the language by speaking and learning instead of studying alone. And this authentic peer-to-peer approach is what makes us different from other traditional content-heavy platforms. Second, there's a clear market demand for this type of learning, especially among users aged 16 to 45 years old. Our freemium model makes the platform easy to access, and yet it provides us room for sustainable growth. And with our scalable business model, manageable costs, and a clear direction to break even in the second year, we have the potential, financially and socially. Last but not least, we take challenges seriously. With the risks presented by my previous colleague, we plan to create a safe, engaging, and long-term learning experiences through content moderation, social motivation feature, and localization. So overall, Peramid empowers people to learn languages, connect globally, and expand their world with language. Basically, Peramid matches how people learn language naturally in real life. And to conclude, Peramid is more than just a language learning app. It is a platform that centers on human connection, real human connection. And so we believe the limit of our languages should never limit our world, and Peramid is here to help everyone to connect beyond those limits. Thank you for listening, and we are happy to take any questions.
Good. So now feel free to ask, speak. Sunny?
What's the difference between your app and amazing talker? Like they also offer real people to talk, and also they also learn many language amazing.
Sorry, can you ask the question again?
So you can talk amazing talker, you know, this is app, and you can also communicate with real people, and also you can learn many language on that app. So what are the differences between your app and like?
Okay, thank you for the question. So what's the difference between our app and what? Amazing Talker? Amazing Talker, yeah. So our app, although we also have video call features and also peer-to-peer conversations, we focus more on the gamified versions. This is why our target market is more on the younger side, 16 to 45. So we focus more on the gamified experience. We have games, we have leaderboards to give them motivations through the language learning process. So not only do we have games, we also have them creating relationships with each other, and through video calls as well. They can play games while also having the video call, so it's more fun and interactive, and you definitely won't run out of topics to talk about. Thank you. Any other questions? Yes.
So the way you're teaching them is like gamified, is kind of same as Duolingo maybe. But are you also planning to teach like grammar, or is it only focused on vocabulary, or?
I think for that, we offers widely, not only, so it's not only vocabularies, but also grammar. I think we didn't have time to give an example that the game are like completing a sentence, which it requires grammar knowledge. So it's not only vocabularies.
I'll ask about the policies, so how you guys like maintain the quality, because I also know like one of my friends usually will look like 1 year maybe, but like you felt like it's still in basic level, it's not really like adapting to basic level.
So the question is, how do we maintain quality in our application? So this is why in the beginning I've mentioned that we have partnered with over 10 language institutions across the world. One of them is NCCU actually. We have partnered with NCCU to ensure that our Chinese vocabularies and grammars that we offer through the questions and the battle system that you might saw before. So there's beginner level, intermediate, and also advanced, but of course, due to the time limitations, we haven't had the time to show you our complete UI experience. But if you want to get to know more about our application, you are, of course, free to ask again after the presentation. Any other questions?
Yes, and others?
Yes.
Can I see the break even in the financial condition? So you're imagining that in the second year you get a rough estimate of a 100,000 US dollars.
400,000.
400,000. How would you guarantee in this third year it will be 1.200 million? How would you guarantee? Because to me, Sir William told me that in Taiwan the revenue is about 17 million, and you guys have. I searched in the currency exchange for 1,200,000 USDs is about 37 billion NTD, so it's much higher than that. So I just want to argue that it doesn't. Yeah.
First of all, thanks and thank you for the question. I'm sure you are very emotional
Yeah.
after the comment from Professor William. Yes. So, for the first and second year, we focus more on retaining users and gaining users. This is why the increase from revenue from year 1 and year 2 is not significant. But afterwards, since our free platform actually has advertising as well, for the free users who didn't sign up for the freemium, again, we cannot show the advertising for the free users because of the time limitations. So the revenue that we can achieve after we retained the consumers, the language learners in the second year, will increase in the third year. We will also do promotions as well. And this break-even analysis, we have compared it to Canva and Duolingo. So we did the middle point of these two.
So I think, although we mentioned that we want our main market to be Taiwan, but our app is available globally, so it's also, we include the global market state.
Good. Any further questions or comments? Maybe I just ask one question. I think one of the risks you mentioned is how to retain long-term users. I'm glad that you focused. I think this is maybe one of the challenges faced by many language apps. So do you have any specific approaches we can use so you can retain long-term users?
I think one of our approaches is having the leaderboards, the streaks and leaderboards. Because as we know, even social media now, we have streaks. So when you do it, for example, one good example is Snapchat. So when you send pictures to other people and then the other people will reply the picture back to you, it creates a streak. And you have to do it every single day, and then you lose the streak. And that causes like a scarcity that if you're scared if you're gonna lose the streak with your friends. So this encourages people to actually keep on using the application.
I think I might as well share my personal experience using Duolingo. I've been using Duolingo for more than 280 days, and it feels the fear of losing streak is higher and higher every day, and it keeps me to go back to the app, or at least like if I don't have time, I need to reveal my streak freezes like the germs, so I don't lose my streaks. Yeah, so I think the streaks works quite well for the long-term user retention.
They want to arouse user anxiety.
Yes, we use the psychological human.
Okay, if there are no further questions and comments, then thank you very much.